I don't even know. Since the billboard was when things really got bad. And unfortunately, it got to a point where it was constant. And you can play innocent, say what you want to say. I don't care anymore. Um, y'all don't. Oh, there's so much to say. Um, it's not us. We are not the problem. You guys don't see that, and that's okay. You could blame us, um, but eventually it will stop. Um, eventually, you have to move on. Eventually, you have no choice but to move on. Um, there's a lot of things that I could put to rest. Um, and I can guarantee you 100% certainty, it is not us that has been sitting here for 2 months spreading lies. So, if you guys really believe the things that you hear, that's your prerogative.
Y'all need to start fact checking stuff.
Well, it's on them, Michelle, not on you.
I don't know, like on a real note, y'all need to start fact checking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an understatement.
Fact checking. They
Like,
probably don't even know that definition.
oh, I
And
know it's
no,
not in any of their dictionaries, but
and
y'all really need to learn what that means. And
But
y'all
I will
really,
say this: every time that you play a voice call that came out of our Discord, thank you, thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
ma'am. Thank you very much for making us relevant.
No, not that. Thank you for my case.
I wasn't even thinking that, but I was thinking of you guys making me relevant on here. Thank you. I
thank you
appreciate
for
it.
creating a crime. Thank you for bringing my name back into relevancy. On a
Miss
real
you.
note,
for real, I agree.
like, I haven't been relevant in like over a year. Like,
And I will tell
Right.
you this:
Randy's right. Context matters.
your mole, your mole sucks. Or
yeah,
your 3 to 4 moles, they suck.
they really do. They couldn't keep quiet.
Um,
No, they didn't give you the stuff that really mattered.
and
I know. They couldn't keep quiet and they ratted themselves out on who
to
they
the one
were.
who keeps saying she has all the messages and everything, keep saying that in the live. Because your name just got entered into my my report to the Attorney General. I'm writing it all out.
Well, let's not talk about legal shit.
Yeah, let's not.
I
Okay.
don't want to,
Can we drop everybody so that we can have a conversation with Jen?
Yeah, I can go.
Who, me?
No, Cajun Navy Jen.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I can drop.
Yeah,
I
I
can
can
drop.
drop.
How do I do it?
Hey, girls.
I was there. I was watching.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Um, I for one, I mean, you did kind of insert yourself without knowing what was going on
Insert myself with what?
with messaging key.
I
Like,
didn't know who did what at first. That's my whole point. I didn't know it was in y'all's
right.
Discord. I just reached out to her via text to see if she was okay. I didn't know that her child passed away 13 years ago. I didn't know it was in y'all's Discord. I had just heard that somebody had put her daughter's or her child's death information out there. I
No,
didn't even know it was y'all at first.
see, and that's not what happened.
Well, I'm talking about when I inserted myself as a mother, reaching out to another mother. I didn't even know it was y'all were involved in when I did that. Then I had a conversation with Skip. I inserted myself as a mother, not as a TikTok creator or even knew who it was. So when I inserted myself, it was from one mother to another.
Okay, I get that, but what I mean, you're not looking at it from what they're seeing and what they're saying. They think that you are, no matter what you say, they're going to be right.
I know.
Here-
That's what I'm saying. That it doesn't matter what the truth is. That
No,
nobody
it
wants
doesn't
the
matter what the truth is. And they don't care to know what the truth is. They don't care that they broke many laws to get the information that they do have.
I don't even know why we're even talking about them breaking laws or doing any of that.
Well, I'm just saying, like, they want to talk about us breaking laws. We didn't break any laws.
It comes down to, if I broke a law, then you got to do what you got to do. I've yet to be contacted. I've been at my police station every single motherfucking day. So if you feel like you need to do something, then do it. If not, then shut the fuck up talking about it. Number two, I was very sympathetic about that little baby's grave being posted. It was not posted in my Discord maliciously. It was not posted out of spite or published for the whole world to see. If that was the case, I would have posted it on my TikTok like they did with Nicole on the dance floor.
Well, my
And
point to
everybody
them
else was
yesterday
great.
was you didn't even post it, so why aren't they mad at the person who posted it? Why are you getting the blame for it? You didn't post it, and that's what I said
It
yesterday.
doesn't matter whether it was posted or not. The people that did post it was them. They were the ones that made it public.
No, you're missing my point. They're putting all their anger at Skip, and it's mob mentality. They want to be mad at Skip, so they're using it to be mad at Skip. When Skip didn't even post it in the Discord, and that's what they're saying I took up for her yesterday, because I did say Skip is not even the one who posted it. So why are you all focused on Skip? Because you want to be. You want to find, just like you're doing with me, like you're making things because you want to be mad at me. They want to be mad at Skip. It has not, you know what I mean? Like that's what I said in her defense yesterday. And now it's being blown up. And I wasn't allowing somebody to speak on Key's child in my chat today when we weren't even talking about anything but true crime. But they sent somebody over there to use that to give them a reason to come over there to spin out. It's disgusting. The whole fucking thing is gross. It has nothing to do with the baby at this point. It has to do with they want to fight about something, anything.
No, it has nothing to do about this grave. I'm sorry. This might sound very insensitive, but it's time to get the fuck over your guys' bullshit. Get over it. Get over the bonnets. Get over the racist things you think I am. Get over all of it. Y'all are literally reaching for views, for clicks, for an audience.
Yeah, exactly. They're
This is
streaming
so-
our lives because they ain't got no fucking content unless they're streaming our lives. I've told you this before, Skip. I have told you this before. If they ain't got us to talk about, they ain't got nothing to fucking talk about because nobody's listening. Casey May, I hope you got this going because nobody knew who the fuck you were and listening to a word you said before you started streaming our lives. It's disgusting that this is what's being used for clicks and views. It's disgusting. And I've had just about enough of it. And now they're using it to pull me into it. And I'm like, you are fucking crazy.
I just don't understand how you can be protesting your child's grave when you're literally sitting here saying fuck those kids and mocking and making fun of a child
Oh, I
that's
said
not even
that too.
with autism.
I said that
does
too.
that work? How
it's
is
not
it
the same, they
okay?
said. Not the same, they said. It's not the same. They can do whatever they want. They can make sweatshirts with fuck them kids, Skip. But it's not the same. Yes, it is the fucking same.
It's disgusting behavior. If you're going to protect one child, whether it's an angel baby or not, then you need to protect all children. At the end of the day, I'm sorry. If you are a mom, you should be protecting the children that are here getting bullied actively. I'm sorry you went through that. I'm sorry you had to deal with that, but get the fuck over it. Get over it. I'm so sick and tired of people using excuse after excuse after excuse to just hate me and cancel me. I'm sorry, I'm still here. I'm not going no fucking where. So either you can keep pushing yourself to the point where you're physically sick because you're already mentally not well. It's clear as day. Or get over it. Move on.
They literally
Move
sent
on.
somebody into my live to bait so that they could come over there and argue about this. In a million years, I couldn't imagine using one of my children that passed away. And hey, go over to Keys Live and say something about my kid so that I can go. What I can't even imagine this whole thing is so disgusting, and I don't know if maybe I'm the crazy one and I'm the only one who sees it like this, but this is fucking gross. This is so gross. It's
It
got to
is
stop.
gross. It is gross that one, you don't even that they don't even know the context. It is gross that for 2 months, I listened and listened and we were in the wrong. Yes, Skip. Um,
First, it was I'm racist because I told the bitch to go wash her hair. I don't care. They're just they're trying to find any and everything to cause issues. And like I said, frankly, these fake police reports that they're doing have already been debunked. All these reports that have been made against us have been
Oh, but
debunked.
Mimi's handling all her legal stuff. If it wasn't for Mimi, she wouldn't know what to do. What the fuck is Mimi doing besides panel hopping because she needs attention so fucking bad she will dive into anybody's ass to be relevant. But what is she doing for handling her legal stuff? What the fuck has Mimi done? Ain't nothing been done on that side.
The
no.
advice she's
The thing
giving
is,
has
yeah.
been coming online and telling everybody there's a warrant for Michelle and there's police reports made. Maybe
There's
you
not.
should give your client the right advice to not do that because it's not that hard to call the county clerk or the records department to see if that's true.
And
And
I did
unfortunately,
today. I called West Palm Beach Police Department. I called Delray Beach Department. I called Palm Beach County Sheriff's Department. I called the the clerk of courts. I called everywhere that could possibly have a report. There is not a report filed for me anywhere.
Of course there's not.
Let this be known right here and right now. Whoever's recording or streaming or whatever, you can claim whatever you want. I do not have your address. I do not know where you work. But there is nothing illegal if I did find it.
No,
I have that right because you sat here for weeks on weeks and you can say you didn't threaten. You told me to pull up. That's a lie. I got plenty of recordings. Even when you think nobody's up in the middle of the night, There are people up in the middle of the night recording you.
Oh, I've been sent clips for the past 24 hours. Why? I guess because I got sucked into this. Of that, the things that have been said have blown my mind. That they've sat up there all night and said about y'all and threats, and they're like, no, you didn't play the clip. I said I ain't playing nothing because that's being handled legally now. I'm gonna let them their legal teams or whoever that is handle it. But I have heard it myself, and I wasn't even on TikTok lists. I don't listen to their shit anyways. But I've been sent the clips too, and they just act like everybody, like they haven't said nothing, like they've just been sitting over there twiddling their thumbs. The foul shit that I've heard come out of their mouths is beyond, but beyond, especially
And
about
then
your children.
you've got people that are mad at us who did us wrong, got caught doing us wrong, even though they were supposed to be the closest people, jumping on this hate wagon and coming up with the craziest, insane lies that they could come up with.
Yeah.
But let it be known, I am still sitting in the same house that I'm supposedly on the run from. I'm supposedly a fugitive and on the run, and what else? I'm fleeing the state. Yeah, this is okay, right? This behavior is
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, and that's nothing compared to what I've heard come out their mouths.
This
Oh,
is
we know.
funny. He's making fun of my child that's autistic. This is funny to y'all? Making fun of a child that's not even 2?
They want to do this. You just saw what happened on my live. They sent somebody in there to bait it so she could come up there and do this. And I wasn't arguing about, they want this nastiness. I'm shocked. Look at this shit. Look at that picture you've got up there. And that's nothing.
Samantha, goodbye. Have a nice day. Have a nice night.
Exactly. Just fucking block. That's what I've been doing. I don't need any of those. I'd rather have 3 fucking people in my life than 300 of those.
Should have been up in the middle of the night when they were plotting publicly.
Yeah.
Because since we were plotting a murder, you should have been up in the middle of the night weeks ago.
And they've allowed this Tony kid to say the most awful things I've ever heard come out of somebody's mouth. And that it's funny. It's all funny and okay. This is just unbelievable. Unbelievable what's happening right now.
That is somebody's child, though, right there in that picture.
Yeah.
that
is
is somebody's child.
And that's cute, right? That's cute. That's real cute. That they took somebody's actual child that has disabilities and used it like that. That's okay. It's okay to make
But
sweatshirts
just
about
so, and one of the things that I wanted to clarify is Jen didn't know anything.
No, I didn't. I didn't know
He
anything.
didn't know anything. We didn't run and tell everybody, oh, this is what we're doing because we are sick of being attacked 24/7. Y'all, it was 24/7. It is still all day, every day.
I called you yesterday. I talked to Skip personally after I had texted Key. And then I called you yesterday. No, you guys didn't run and tell me anything. I didn't know who posted what when I first reached out to Key. I just heard what I had heard, and and I reached out to her as a mother, just making sure she was okay. Just like I reached out to Bree when Bree was upset and in tears, because I'm a human fucking being, and I think that that's what you do when you're just, you just want to be kind to somebody. I reached out to her as a mother. I didn't even know that you guys were at all involved in it when I reached out to her. So I didn't know all the details or where it happened or anything. I didn't care.
I just want to say that Tony is the one who made this of my child who is autistic and mocking him for his disabilities.
and Casey May and Gypsy Tell Blanchard. I saw you come in here, baby. All of you guys think it's hilarious to talk about my child with disabilities, but yet, God forbid, someone post a screenshot of someone's Facebook without even realizing there was a grave of a child. But that's okay. We pick and choose what children we want to protect. Got it.
Casey May and them don't give a shit about Key any more than they give a shit about their own damn selves. All they do is sit up here all day, all night, and wreak havoc. That's it. No content, no nothing. They just sit up here and be nasty, and they ain't got no content unless they're talking about one of us. Hence why they keep doing this kind of shit.
But I will say it again in case you didn't hear me earlier. Keep playing those private recordings. Keep playing them. I appreciate it because every time you play it, it helps us even more.
Now, am I right in understanding that this, because I don't know, that this Tony kid is the one who that we thought his parents had passed away?
Correct, and they aren't.
I was going to say I got sent a screenshot of his mom earlier.
So this is the thing. For everybody who wants to sit here and say that finding out if his parents are dead or alive is weird, this all started because he wanted to look less shitty about himself, calling my child the R word over and over and over and over and over again. So he came up with the lie that his parents were dead to make himself look less shitty, and they're not.
They're not.
Mom's cracked out, in and out of jail for drugs.
Yeah. Watch
Dad, he
Stop.
lived with his dad.
Stop.
Yeah. Yep.
So all of this happened because you lied to look less like a shitty person. No. And look at what all this happened.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know you even knew until you just mentioned it right now. I got sent a screenshot of his mother being arrested in July of this year. So, I think that everybody needs to take a step back and think about, what they really want to get out here and say on the internet, especially if it's not true.
The truth always comes out, and that is what they are failing to. When you say things and then turn around the next day and say something else, and then the next day say something else, your words get you caught. Your words lead people to be able to find out the truth.
Yeah. This whole thing is pretty gross. Lying about your parents being passed away, making pictures of special needs kids, fuck people's kids, putting people's names on it. I don't know.
Start losing them left and right.
What is that?
Her tooth.
JoJo just lost her second tooth.
Oh, it's JoJo's tooth. I thought it was Skip's tooth.
If I lost a tooth, you ain't never seeing me ever again unless it's fixed.
That's why I was like, Skip, go to the bathroom. Thought she just spit out her tooth. I just thought y'all were taking that way too light. Skip lost her tooth. Good job, JoJo. Well, I'm relieved. Yeah, this is just, I mean, to cover your own ass and say that about your parents. I think that this whole thing is gotten out of hand and really gross.
She wants to show you guys her mouth.
Let's see. Oh, look at that. Yay.
Well,
No, I just wanted to pop up and see if y'all saw that whole debacle.
I just got a restriction for regulated goods.
Really? For the tooth?
Yeah, I get it.
Is that what the new TikTok's all about? You can't even lose a tooth on here now? But you guys, I would just, like I'm doing, just block. Don't even speak on them. These people just block. I mean, I think I heard y'all say you were moving away from the gypsy creator people and all that. That
Yeah,
those are not the
we
people.
had been
Yeah.
doing that long before this junk even started.
Yeah.
Like, and
Yeah. That's
it,
what I would do. Those
this,
people you don't need. Just block them. You'll have new people and fresh people, and everybody that comes in, just block and start over. You don't want to be affiliated or around these people.
okay, well, you're gone as well because you don't listen.
Yeah, no, I'm blocking. I'm done. Like
We've already explained. But for the people in the back that didn't hear the first 500 times, the gravestone was on Key's public profile Facebook, whether it's new, old, or whatever. Okay, it is a public. This is what the officer told me when I showed him my involvement when I filed my police report. So you can take it for what it's worth. I showed it. He said, "How did you get that?" I said, "Someone screenshotted it off of their public profile." And he said, "Are you sure it was public?" I went right over to Facebook, typed in her name, and it popped up. He said, "You did nothing wrong. It is in your private Discord. It is not publicly known." Not my fault that somebody you had on your side take the screenshot and Casey May and them decided to put it out publicly. You guys put it out publicly.
So Casey May put it out publicly.
Yes, they put
Yep,
it out
he sure
publicly.
did.
It was in our private Discord.
Interesting.
That's why I keep saying, keep playing those recordings of our voice calls because you're making it a lot easier for us.
But those are her friends. Those are the people who care about her, right? Those are her friends.
No,
didn't
we
text
never
her
did
privately.
it publicly. Nothing was said about it. It was a voice call that they forgot to record the voice call. Or for some reason, they didn't record that voice call because they would hear us saying how we felt bad. And that's not what we were looking for. We was only looking for her full name because she's put it out here so many times, but I didn't care enough to remember it. But that's all I needed was her phone number and her name. Once I had those two things, I filed my report.
So the people who care so much about her didn't call her privately or text her privately. Like I didn't say, "Hey, by the way, this has happened." They went on TikTok for everybody to see and put it out there.
Yes.
That's great. Those sound like good friends to me. But I'm the bad guy for.
They would also, if their mole was getting the full context, they would also see when Key's supposed nephew was dropped. They would see me in the chat saying, "Hey, no, that's not Tony. That kid has a lot going for him. That kid does have a lot going for him."
Well, it's okay for them to come after everybody else's kids, you know. They can do that. I mean, Mimi was sitting there talking about my son the other night, my 15-year-old who has nothing to do with anything. They've talked about my daughter. It's okay. It's do as I say, not as I do. But look at the caliber of people we're talking about here. So, you know, that's all I got to say because I'm about tired of talking about this trashy ass shit.
So,
Y'all should be too. Fuck them.
so,
Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree with you.
Yeah, these, you know, let the police handle everything.
yeah. And instead of lying about pressing charges instead of lying about pressing charges or filing a report, how about you guys actually go and do it? Because what they told me today, and if you would like, you know, I can send you those, Key. And that's from your police department and our county sheriff's office. So I'll be glad to send you those recordings. And maybe you can play those for your legal advisor.
Yeah, Mimi. Yeah, that's her legal advisor, who she's so indebted and grateful to. until she finds somebody else that's more interesting to go to their panel, and then she'll do her just like she's done Naomi and everybody else. She's a cancer. And I think he's fallen for the bullshit and you know, and not getting real information. Gross. And they're using Key and her baby for this.
Yeah.
For views and clicks, and she doesn't see it. She doesn't see it.
I mean, I get that you're angry, but it's not what it's being made out to be to you, Key.
That's why I asked for, I was saying a private conversation, because that's the way it should be had, especially when you're talking about something like this. It should be done privately and not on TikTok, and explain and worked out. And look, I would be pissed too if this happened to me. I would 100% be upset. That's why I felt like it needed to be a private conversation. But those people don't care about her. This is a win for them. They've got her upset, and they're using her and her tragedy for clicks and views. And she does not see it. And that's the sad part.
Yeah, there was no one making fun of it. There was no one using it against her. There was one question asked, and that was, does she have kids? Someone responded, she has a deceased one. We were in a voice call, and if you had to clip the voice call, illegally, by the way, at least you would have heard us say how bad we felt for her, and we're sorry that she had to go through that. She's not the only one that has lost a child.
No, she's not. That's why I reached out to her. I didn't know the context. I didn't know how long ago it was. I didn't know anything other than it was on the internet. I didn't even know you guys were any part of it. I just reached out to her as a mom, to another mom. But they will get in her head and make her feel like that's a bad thing, because these people do not care about her. It's gross. It really is. She's a mail clerk, not an attorney. But she's got a headset.
Yeah, I would never post someone's angel baby's grave out of hate. I would never do that. But if that's the narrative you want to go, then I'll show you. Then I'll show you I can be hateful. It's not so funny when it's your kid, huh? Fuck them kids, right?
Oh, put me on the big screen, Skip. Put me on the big screen. Y'all are making this just... I'm gonna need you to stay calm. Promise me you're gonna stay calm before I put this up.
Lord.
Who, me or Jen?
You.
She's not going to.
I ain't crashing out if that's what you're asking. I ain't giving them that satisfaction.
No. What's it say? I can't read it. What's it say?
Imagine being a wannabe bully your whole life just to give birth to the easiest target ever. God's punishments are cruel but effective. So Tony's talking about Augie again. Bullying.
This is a kid that said both of his parents were dead. This is the same kid?
Yeah, and they're not dead. We've confirmed that they are well alive. His mom was just arrested for rugs in this past July. And he lives with his daddy.
Yeah, somebody sent it to me too. And said this is the kid that is making fun of Skip's kids. And I wasn't sure if it was the same one or not.
The only person making fun of him is Tony, and the rest of them are just going along with it, encouraging him and thinking it's hilarious.
Allowing it on their page when right off the bat, the first person that mentioned Key's baby in my live today, I shut him the fuck down I would never, ever allow somebody to talk about somebody's children in my live, but they sit back and they allow him to go off for hours. I mean, I've listened to so much shit the past couple days. I'm blown away. And then, but they all feel let him because they think he has a right because his parents are deceased, but they're not deceased. So now what? Now what?
No, this is so it's full circle, Jen. It's full circle. It's full circle because this all started with him calling Augie the R word repeatedly, multiple times, over and over and over and over again.
Yep.
And everybody called him out on it. And then he obviously came up with a sad ass lie and said his parents, both parents were dead, and he raised his siblings. His brother's autistic too. Blah 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 blah. Came up with a sob story to make him look less shitty. Well, here you are, doing exactly what you did first, and now your lies of your parents are dead, are out, and it's been confirmed they are not dead.
No.
So-
His mom's much alive, and his mother, I don't know if she's still in jail, but I saw her arrest record and her last one in July.
So may I go over the timeline real quick?
I do have receipts of his parents being alive. Yes, absolutely, 100%. Yes.
I saw them too, Benningfield. They're alive.
Yeah,
But-
they're both well alive. And the other side, Tony and them are saying, wow, that's weird. You had to confirm his parents aren't dead. Excuse me? Why would I not? Why would I not? All of this is started because he lied and said that his parents were dead to make him look less shitty.
Yeah.
No, Tony is a piece of shit that called my child the R word, and now look at him. He's openly, actively making fun of a 2-year-old that is autistic, and everybody just thinks it's funny and all hilarious because I said fuck your mom and fuck your dad, and he lied and said they were dead when they are not. They are well alive. His mom's a crackhead, and he lives with his daddy.
Yes.
So-
That's how all this started, Sam. Exactly. So now what are they going to say? What excuse do they have to let him sit there for hours on end, day after day, and call Skip names, her kids' names, or family names? What now? What is the excuse now? Casey, Key, Mimi, what Wild Bird? I mean, I've watched all of you sit back and let them do this. What now?
But
What?
real quick, I want to go over the timeline because people have this so backwards. First of all, they started this. They blame it on Skip all they want, but they was the ones who started this.
Yeah.
I don't remember the date of the live of Tony saying that. I remember it vividly. I remember trying to have an adult conversation with the boy. That didn't go very well. You guys know that I am the most level-headed person. I try not to get out of control. I try to keep things calm. There's not a recording of me talking about someone's looks. There's no talking about. You're not gonna find anything hateful coming out of my mouth, even when you have come after me day in, day out, day in and day out. Going forward, on the 3rd of this month, they had Skip on a panel where they annihilated her. That was the 3rd. On the 2nd, Mama Roop put herself on a panel where she got attacked for her actions that she is. Never mind. We'll come back to that on that's another topic for another day. Going back to the 3rd. I'm in a meeting. I am not around until late that night. I missed, because when I went into my meeting, Skip was not on that panel. So I went on into my meeting. We all had our dinner at the meeting. I get up, check my phone, and I have so many messages, so many missed calls about what was happening on that panel, and I absolutely could not do anything. Nothing, because she went up to defend me, and I was not available, and I still feel shitty about it. But the things that they said to her in that recording, in that live, I haven't even been able to finish watching because it was so bad. So the recording of us plotting a murder or conspiracy to commit murder or whatever you want to call it was right after that live. After Mr. Skip came in and stood up for his wife.
He was still heated. That's when that recording was made, after y'all said the most horrible things to his wife.
I just want to
He
say,
did not once give a precise threat. There was no plot made. You do not hear Skip or I commit to any kind of murder.
I just want to say
But
that
then later,
Robert,
in the middle of that night, in the middle of the same night after that live, y'all were on a panel at like 4:30 in the morning my time, and it was sent to us, where you are literally describing to a T what you would do to Skip in many different ways, what you want to do in the most, I mean, you can hear it in your voice.
I have that recording too, by the way. It was sent to me.
You can hear it in your voice. How angry. You talked about putting her kids in coffins.
Yep.
I just want to say that my husband does not get involved with women drama on here. But if he hears a man child say the things that he said, just like Morbid and just like Jigs, and y'all don't know who Jigs is, and I'm not going to get into it, but he gets involved when men or a man child thinks he's man enough to come and talk to a woman the way Tony was talking to me. And I think, and if anybody talked to my husband crazy, I'm getting involved. If a woman gets involved and starts going at my man crazy, I'm getting involved, because that's not a man's job to handle a woman. It's a woman to handle a woman. It's a man to handle a man-child.
Right.
And that's what they are. That's what he is a man-child. Morbid, man-child. It's disgusting. It's honestly disgusting. People want to sit here and say protect all kids. We don't get children involved. And fuck my kids. But God forbid anything about yours. It's the end of get the fuck over it. Is all I have to say. Get over it. Get over it. Period. Move on.
You claim that she's using her kids as a shield, but now you're using yours as a shield.
All because this man child lied and said his parents were dead to make him less shitty. To make him less shitty on the fact he called my not even 2-year-old autistic son the R word over and over and over again. He came up with a lie to make himself look less shitty. And guess what? They're well alive. They are alive. They're well and alive. Well, I don't know about the mom. The mom's a crackhead. But yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'm
you
not
guys
gonna
are
sit here
supporting
and
this
talk
guy.
bad about
They
his
want
parents. I mean,
to. They want to
like,
sit here and say our behavior is criminal. I'm sorry, there's no case against me. But who does have a case against them?
2 people.
I just want to throw that out there, that if you feel any type of way about me, I've been at my police station every single day.
And I have spoken to mine every single day. And I even talked to yours multiple times today.
I have an extra agent on mine. How do you think we know his parents are well and alive? Just saying.
We didn't just get the information on our own, like you people think. But just like Officer England told you, Key, there's no law that says I can't look for your information.
Yep. Well, let's see what they have to say now that they know that this kid that they've
They
routed.
already know. They already knew that.
You know what they say? Because Butterfly called him out one night. She said, I'm calling him out for his parents being alive. And you know what they said? They said, that's weird behavior. You had to go and confirm his parents weren't dead. What?
We wouldn't have ever have known.
What?
We would have never have known. And
But
we
that's
had
why
stopped.
this all started, because he fired the first shot calling your child the R word, and then when you said something back, then you were a bad guy because his parents were gone. That's why this is all started, because of him and his parents being deceased, but they're not deceased.
No, but my daddy did. My daddy dead for real. He down in the grave.
Wow. That's crazy. This is
It's
nuts.
real sad a man child has to lie at 19 to make himself look less shitty than he already is and lie and say his parents are well alive.
Why are these grown-ass women up here with a 19-year-old boy to begin with? That's what I'd like to know. Why are these grown-ass women hanging out with a 19-year-old kid all day and all night?
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird ass behavior.
Very
You could never see me just conversating with a 19-year-old and asking him about his day. And it's also funny. Didn't he say he's a D1 football player for college? That's not true either. All the little clips of his huddle, he's not even worthy of getting seen by a scout.
They're just so strange. These grown ass, some of them in their 40s and 50s, 30s, 40s, 50s, are sitting here with this young man that most of them, some of them have children his age, up here all day, every day, letting him spin out, act a fool. I mean, but look at who they are. So, case closed. It's gross. It's just so disgusting.
I mean, to me, a 19-year-old is still a child.
He is a child.
I mean, I got kids older. I got a kid older than him. I've got one that is almost his age.
I can say a few of them, instead of worrying about him for 6 and 7 hours in the evening every goddamn night, go and take care of your own. You got one sitting right behind you that you haven't paid attention to all damn night. Stop worrying about that one and go pay attention to your own.
I fought with myself because at 19, I fucked up my life and went to prison for 4 years. I had to hold myself accountable. The state held me accountable. My victim held me accountable, which I do want to make it clear. My victim is not an elderly man, and I showed my victim's picture. So if you're going to lie, make sure it's something that I can't prove, as well as I fought with myself on if I really wanted to proceed with him, because he is 19, he is a child, he has his whole life ahead of him. And this is serious. This isn't something this isn't a lie. Like this is very serious, and it's being taken very seriously. And I'm not even going to go into detail, but I'm sorry if he would have just shut up and these people would have shut up, I wouldn't have proceeded the way I am.
The sad thing, Skip, is that these grown women are co-signing this behavior instead of pulling him to the side and being moms and women and saying, hey, look, this, that, or the other. And instead they're egging him on, and they're doing that. That's the sad part. They're using him to get to you, and they're using him as a tool when some of these people have children his age. That's what kind of sick women we're dealing with here, that they're using him as a tool to get to you.
No. I will say that once we got the confirmation that he was who he was, I sure did. I knew exactly who he was at that point. But I haven't provided that information out publicly. I haven't doxed him. There's a lot more that we know.
It's gross. It's even more disgusting than I thought. Now that I know all this, these are grown women, mothers. They're mothers that are sitting up here, co-signing this bad behavior, all for clicks and views. These women, these people have major mental health issues. There's something wrong here. Just, Jesus. They don't give a shit about him. They're using him. They're using Key, and he's 19. I'm not giving him a pass, but he is 19. You know, he is 19, and he's got a bunch of grown-ass women cheering him on. How gross is this?
I promise that little clip that they keep playing from our voice call, guys, I don't swear on anything. That is, you won't hear me do that. But I promise with all of my being and everything I've got, that clip ain't nothing compared to what they have said.
Yeah, you're right. They are encouraging him, Sam, because they're getting clicks and views off of it. They have something to gain. They don't care, and these are mothers that we're talking about. They don't care. It's all about attention. They're using him for attention. They're using Key and her tragedy for attention. Those women, Casey May don't give a fuck about Key, or she wouldn't have put her baby's headstone up on the internet, because I sure wouldn't have. I wouldn't have just been like, oh, look what I got. They don't care. She's just the newest thing to talk about, to use against Skip and Michelle and anybody else they don't like right now. You know how this goes. We've seen this before. Happens all the time.
It's so sad that Key doesn't realize it, because she
doesn't.
He also doesn't remember anything either. He doesn't remember. She's claiming that she didn't give no threats until after I filed the police report, and then she's saying that she threatened by telling me to meet her. No, girl. No. For weeks and weeks. And I ain't never done anything to you. And I told you when you jumped up on the panel that you jumped up on and threatened me, I said one more time and I will shut you up. And you continued, so I filed the police report.
You know what? Shit, you're right, Lala Bear. He wants their attention because he's lacking the attention that he needs. That is so true. He is getting attention by these women that he's not getting at home. He is a child. He is a child. You just proved that is exactly what I'm saying. He
has mommy and daddy issues real bad. He has mommy issues for sure.
Like, these women are exploiting that.
Absolutely, they are.
They're gross. This is so much even worse than I thought it was. And you know what? After tonight, ladies, we should not even talk about this anymore on these lives. Let them do what they do over there. Let them. That don't. It just, you know, be an example.
We haven't talked about it. We've been doing our own thing, but after being told that they grilled your ass again and that they grilled Madison, like, we're not telling people who they can and cannot talk to. But all the snaky shit that's been going on, like, I'm sorry. If you support this man-child seeking validation from other women than his mom, because he has mommy issues, and you support him making fun of children with disabilities, babies, get the fuck away from me. Get away from me. I don't want you in my corner. We don't make fun of children. We support children. We support who they want to be. We support their struggles. And as a mom, I would think other parents would. But clearly, by seeing his mom, he's not used to proper support, parental support.
Yeah. This is so sad.
I get having a shit ass life, but there's no need to come on this internet and lie about your parents being deceased. There's no point in coming in here and lying about being a football player in college. You're a D1 sports athlete. No, you're not. No, you're not. It's honestly extremely sad for a child to come on this app and act the way he does to get validation and feel better about himself because his upbringing was shit. There's no excuses. I'm sorry. You are 19. You know right from wrong. You know lying is wrong. There's just no. I went to prison at 19. Like I said, I really struggled with not proceeding forward the way I am with him because I don't want to ruin this 19-year-old's life, but he just won't shut the fuck up about my kid, and my kid's more important to me than his life. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many of you have ever had to file a police report, but you do realize that things have to be investigated and have to go through proper channels. So, can y'all just watch and wait? Because every day they add I swear, they add a new charge. Honestly, the best thing for y'all to do is to stop. Every one of you.
Yeah, if they really care about this kid at all, they would stop digging him in even deeper and egging him on to act even more foolish every day so that he doesn't end up getting in more and more in trouble. They are grown ass women.
Well, I'm not talking about, I'm talking about the one, they are doing, I'm trying to be careful here. They're not protecting him.
No, they're not.
They're getting themselves in trouble.
No, they're making his
A whole
case a
lot.
lot worse. They're making his case a lot worse. It's already bad.
Making it a lot worse for themselves as well.
It's already as bad as it is. And the more and more it just gets worse and worse and worse. And they think I'm bullshitting. I'm not. I'm not. Like, I don't know. And this is where my compassion comes in. Because I feel terrible. I don't know. I fucked my life up at 19. But I had to learn. So I don't know what else to do.
Well, hopefully somebody will reach out to him and pull him aside and talk some sense in him and get him away from those women and Key too, and make her realize these people are not her friends. They are using her and her tragedy, and until they're on to the next. And I just wanted to pop over and let y'all know what happened. I didn't know y'all saw it, and I didn't know that
Skip didn't see it. Skip didn't, but I did.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to chat with y'all and let you know. And I didn't want y'all to fall for it either, because honestly, I thought Key was just going to come up and say, hey, I heard you were talking, so I could explain to her what somebody did and that we respected her enough not to speak on it. And that wasn't enough because she wanted the fight. And I'm not doing that with her child, because I can see clearly what's happening here. And
an apology can go a long way with me. And if you actually stop.
Yeah, I know.
But I can't help it if
I told her that, Skip. I told her, I said, Skip was willing to have a conversation, and I thought that was a great idea. And I actually thought you're a smart girl that you two together could talk about this privately. But those people don't want her to talk about it privately, right? Because then they don't get the clicks and views and attention. They would never say, yeah, why don't you have a conversation privately with Skip and you guys move past this? Because
Key isn't a part of my case. There was a whole bunch of people I put down on my report. Yes, but my main person is Tony. Unfortunately, I'm not pursuing anybody else because
I haven't been threatened by anybody else. Me, personally. So these grown women, either they don't care about Tony and care about his future, or
No, they don't.
this is just funny clicks and views.